Welcome back to Blue Planet's War in Heaven for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We are going into the fifth Dreamscape sequence. We will read this personal log in a database reading. I feel alive. I feel alive. We're doing it. We're winning battles. It's like waking up. We got into a fight today, the four of us. The ship's half empty, but the operators all live together in a kind of tactically robust favela in the inner life support spine. We were cooking in the sous vide vacuum oven, and Ged's crew called us for not sharing. Not very Ubuntu of them. Falconer told them that we were the best, and we won that oven time in combat. It's strange how the old pack instincts come out here. No Ubuntu, no Tev discipline, just us predators. We glared them down, all four of us together. Christ and Allah, I can't describe it. It's like the opposite of amputation, like we've been written inside each other's skin. And I knew that if it came to a fight, no one would be hurt. I knew where Falconer would strike and Kovacs would grapple and Vidaura would put that man's face a millimeter from the wall. And they saw it. They saw that we were better Fedayeen. They laughed and told us we'd earned it. Who are these people with me? I'm still not sure I can see them each as separate people. I know Falcata Wing, but do I really know Kovacs? The Syrian Norwegian something else muscle whip of a man. He must have been a cop? Maybe? I can't see it. To me, he's the steady center of the wing. To Falconer, he's the counterweight, pulling her back on mission. To Vidaura, he's some kind of baseline, a reference point for human complexity. Fully understood. Falconer. I really couldn't stand her, but I understand her purpose. She tests my edges. She's like a woman dancing on a mine. Or maybe she's the mine. Goddamn, I don't know. Now that she likes me, she does, she's like a little pet id. Go on, Laporte, you know you want to. She's Kovacs' activating energy, his dynamo, Vidaura's probe. She asks what V can't. Vidaura. Oh, Vidaura, you master. Little bit of a crush? No, boss, she's too scary. It's like talking to a meditation widget, but you can't tell if the picture's a kitten or a snake. She plays with your head. I thought she was the nice one, Falconer's opposite, but I think Falconer sees her as the danger in the wing. The quiet knife. She's the one who assembles Falconer and Kovacs and me. A whole person. That's what we are, I guess. One functional technological super predator, bound by Cassandra. We climbed one of the old ammo chutes. It was hot and dripping, and we climbed in gloves and dry suits. It was like hypnosis. Up and up and up, no ropes, no belays, but we knew we couldn't make an error. It was as simple as walking. I forgot which one of us was me, I really did. We huddled together in the warload bay at the top, all grinning and breathing, and that was where we belonged. In that space for weapons. Being ourself. If you've heard or return the action, you can leave the Dreamscape immediately by approaching the exit gate. Alright, primary objectives. Obtain information or awaken. Let's hit it. Hello, Thorn. Vicmuth was right. I'm nervous about this one. Am I allowed to be nervous? Hell no, and if you are, don't tell us. I'm getting the sense that this next op involves Cassandra and my brain. You're right. I can try to give you the details as simple as I can. I'd appreciate it. Go ahead. We model, we fear. We've completed analysis of the DNI data gathered from your hallucination during patrol over Earth. We can see the impact of Nagari signals on your mind in real time. Look, I know you think I'm hooked into some kind of grayer design here, but this whole Nagari business still makes me edgy. In this one case, I'd rather be crazy than right. Tough. If Kin exists elsewhere as a real entity and you can speak to him, he must accept input from your brain. Any system that accepts input can be cracked. We're going to hack Kin, use your brain to get inside, and pull whatever information he has, like what the hell he is. Alright, tell me about the hardware. Cassandra is the only asset powerful enough to handle this. It can help you force your own requests back to the host. To do that, we need GTI data on Nagari, but we lost it at Jupiter. So let's go get it back. It's not that simple. That's the plan. Once we have the transmitter design, the GTI Nagari data, and a real-time mapping of your brain, we're going to send you in. You'll get whatever data you can out of the computational space Kin exists in. What is it, though? Just some box on a Shivan shelf somewhere? That's absurd. I imagine it's something like Cassandra, which is not absurd and which I can't describe here. Fine, my brain is ready and willing to serve as part of this run, but I need to know everything going in. It's not absurd that the Shivans would have something like Cassandra. Huh, wonder what that could mean. The Hammer of Light transmitter you received will be part of our run. Of course it will. We track the GTI Nagari data to a storm platform in the Jovian atmosphere. SOC has been hunting for this data. GTVA is still researching ETAC. Alright. Repeating yourself. Untranslatable. Am I leaning on Kovacs too much? Says... The operator's risks are not external. Carry on. I see Miss Greenfly is still here. Word from the analyst has it that your network in Sol is being reamed. We have lost most of the faithful in Sol. The purge is spreading through the rest of the Alliance. I disagree with your organization's principles, but I appreciate the sacrifices you've made. Hey, what's the climate like in the Alliance right now? This war has been fiercely divisive on the Terran worlds. Again and again, the General Terran Assembly cries that the Federation is a theocratic cabal, not unlike the Hammer of Light. Only half believe them. I'm surprised civil war hasn't broken out. Another Neo-Terran uprising. Civil discontent is massive. Without support from a charismatic military leader, it will not erupt into true war. The war in Sol has rallied as many behind the Alliance banner as it has driven away. Sheep. Herds and herds of sheep. You couldn't pull that kind of propaganda on an Ubuntu populace. Well, perhaps that is part of what they are afraid of. A citizenry that does not respond to the tools of governments. That cannot be rallied en masse by fear. They need a biddable population to face the Shivans. The fumblings of human governments are ultimately irrelevant. The destroyers will return to purge all sin from the tomb of space. We are trespassers, we are insects, and our time is nearly over. No. Red ants, black ants, somehow some of us can be saved. Do not assign motives or mind to the destroyers. They are singular, eternal. Really. Why am I thinking about clouds? I don't care about clouds. He waits in the cooling ruin for the daughter made out of war. I don't care about those. Alright. Alright, Kovacs. We'll see you, and then Aldawa. Finally, 20 months and we finally get one of their destroyers. It was a victory only the Fedayeen could have accomplished. Stealth assets, perfect battlefield intel going in, and a dead accurate psych assessment. I suppose it's too much to hope that Steele's aura of invincibility back home will be tarnished. There'll be fallout. It won't matter. The people holding his reins are smart enough to know that it was Lopez's error, not his. How long until he hits Earth? How much more does he need? We're still playing for time, still on the defensive. Aldawa's Nagari op is ready to roll. Maybe we can figure out what we need to do to win this thing. So afraid of hope. Oh. For an emotionally gutted Second Fleet refugee, you've really stepped up. Close down my Laporte proxies. We don't need them. You've done good work, operator. I've got to admit that fight was a hell of a rush. I hear Admiral Calder is taken with your abilities. If you want to celebrate the Carthage, meet the three of us down by the port armory, ships 1950. Alright. Long knife, short temper. Mural of coral and cold, says Aldawa. Thorn, I want to replay the Carthage scenario. Hook me up. Of course you do, Falconer. Denied. You're in marginal gains. Steele just lost his best field commander and a quarter of his destroyers. He can't ignore that. He can't. and I will acknowledge that this is a significant victory, a striking blow. But it is not everything we need, not even with Calder's wings harassing the node. Don't tell me, Steele was planning to lose the Carthage all along in some kind of political ploy. Not entirely untrue, he never wanted to lose that ship, but its loss will convince the Alliance to pull more destroyers away from their Steven watch. The Vengeance and Phoenicia, we expect. They won't be able to fuel and supply those ships on their Sol infrastructure alone. Moving them in means Steele has to move soon. I expect Steele's final attack within 11 days. Before it comes, we must have the intelligence we need to determine how we will act in the last days of the war. And I am afraid you are the only asset we have to obtain it. Me. I know you think my visions are connecting me to forces outside of Sol, but without some kind of clear signal, some network or specimen, what can we learn? Your mind has been entered by the actions of an alien intelligence. The process is not entirely one way. The hope is to crack the Nagari signal and extract the information we need from your dream companions. Your mind will serve as the entry point for an intrusion into the Nagari network. We will learn all we can of its masters and their intentions for humanity. Cassandra will provide the processing and signals intelligence firepower we need for this operation. Your questions about my identity will soon be answered. Really. You may be surprised to learn why there are so many faces of Aldawa. I ask that you take the revelation in stride. GTVA Flight Officer Samuel Bay Chow King was shaped from childhood by the same Nagari process that has touched you. Profiles in the Dune staff now. Much appreciated. Do not be lulled by mysticism. What has been done in your mind is the act of a calculating observer. Alright. Need more time, need more time. Let's go see Vidaura. She's right there. Thorn, odds I'll ever fly a battle as big as Neptune again. The way this war is going, it's a guarantee. I told you that you'd have hard decisions to make. Was I right? Was the Carthage call agony? What's done is done. I'm at peace with it. I feel like I've made out with the bones and ash of the people I've killed, but I'm at peace with it. You make snap calls about 10,000 lives, you brush away the dying as ants, but when you smile, I still see a human being down there. You're the Fedayeen ideal, Laporte. Is that what you people wanted to make me into? You, Falconer, Kovacs? The Counselor, the Berserker, the Warrior? Are you each an angle? There are reasons Kovacs is the way he is, choices he had to make. Falconer, there's no buried angst, no trauma there. She's just that way, always has been. Nothing for yourself? Vidaura? I've started to wonder where you learned to get into heads like this. I was a serial killer. I like to think the people I killed needed to die. The Fedayeen just formalized the job. That's what we do, make monsters into weapons. I think it was just what you needed. Wow, really? Okay. This next stop will be pivotal. Alright. A serial killer, huh? She's cute in a hurt way. Alright, Falconer, then the Greenfly visitor. And then we make our run to the gates. Lots of interesting material in the new field and net surveillance. Hijacking that widget was the slimiest thing we do. Wow, really? I don't know if I buy your theory that I'm somehow immune to my past. Taking down the Carthage was powerful. You don't have PTSD, that's the key. Don't you get it? You can watch 1,000 comrades and lovers die and it'll never cripple you. It just forges you, makes you better. Rumor has it that Aldawa is ready to show me exactly what's been happening in my head all these years. Something to do with the Hammer of Light schematics. Exactly. If you think your visions are somehow tied to your ability to uncouple from your traumas and act as you see necessary for human survival, then you're the fool I thought you to be. I thought you were. So which came first then? Did Ken come to me because I learned to step free of my past, or did he teach me how to do it? Maybe a little of both. If what he's planning works, maybe you can ask the thing itself. If it goes wrong, well, Laporte, you're a good Fedayeen, a good asset. You are what humanity needs. Relax, I'm not going to go all gushy on you. You're mad, Falconer, but you're a quick shot and good cover. Watch the beams. I feel like a fight. Who feels up for a fight? You care about permission? Laporte's rubbing off. Take the MMU pack and fly. Can't trust the individual. Operator, how's our unwitting guest? Dolphins, vector savvy, capable, could have brought dolphins, tides rising, write it out, could have written poems for each other, leaving soon, leaving suns and Shivans, leaving dolphins. She's not dreaming much of substance, her broadcast in the Nagari manifold are intermittent, so I think she's at peace. She sounds so young, I'm glad someone's sleeping easy. I need to know how people responded to Idun work. Geth infighting is constant and damaging. Their societies are fragile, dependent on artificial wounds and precious technology. The fundamentals of the Nagari protocols are Turing compatible. We have a limited grasp of them. Alright. It's possible that she's a Geth experiment in Nagari technology, but unlikely. So we have talked to... Have we talked to Kovacs? I think we have. I don't strangle kittens, Laporte. Was that unclear? I hear Admiral Calder saying your ability. Yeah, I already did that. Alright. Alright, so now we fly out to the Vasudan Imperium. Center up before I start time compression, because I can't steer while I'm doing that. Report, check this out. Aldawa, who's the first Fedayeen? You'll be informed on a need-to-know basis, pilot. We'll go into the sounds of gunfire. You are in Saul, with the Wanderer, daughter of Brine and Leaf. Listen, I am Nibirasol, the Jester, the Emperor's vision. I will find you both. I will lift you up to my shoulders. Alright. Alright, we're going to go through our messages. Kovacs, Nagamaki and Teko preying on criminal ecosystems and Earth-Mars traffic. You ever been that close to a TEV destroyer, Falconer? You already know, you just like asking. Falconer, still no contact with Spatha Wing. Laporte, check this out. Aldawa, who was the first Fedayeen? You'll be informed on a need-to-know basis, pilots. Should we find someone for Laporte to mesh with? She prefers naturalistic meetings. Vidaura. Labris requests proxies on GTVA enlisted and reserve personnel. Let's practice on turbulence and shear. Alright. Kovacs, copy, I'll find a scenario. Thorn, encode Marduk 049765797. Kovacs, sounds of gunfire. Kovacs, you're alright. You're with me. You're alright. Alright, so that catches us up. And they're about out of dialogue, so let's center up on the humanity firewall. And time compress. Assuming I don't collide with someone in here. Nope. We'll see if old Ricardo Laporte has anything different to say.
Beta Wing on station and swapping designation to Alpha Wing. You should probably hide now.
My subconscious remains a strange place, yes.
Command, once again you have surrounded me with fuckwits. You dev bastards come to bomb my planet. But you don't know what you are getting yourselves into. Huh? My sister here. You have messed with Noemi Laporte. Is she going to stain you Mars brown with her poop? I hear a marker ship for you so you know where the smell come from. Hang on a sec. Here's Alpha. This is not a touchscreen. Hang on a sec. Hey, fucking engineers. Hey, Tevs, you hold on a sec. I gotta call support. Hey, Noemi! Hey, your wingman, Kara Nangmang, she tell me you have a date? A date with a real person, yeah? Yes, this is amazing! Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, hey, but you know, you're going to screw this up, okay? So, you take my advice, you do what I say, and we make it work, okay? So, you want to look real nice for your date, right? Yeah, well, you need all the help you can get, so of course you do. So, you take the brown paper bag I give you because I plan ahead. You take the brown paper bag I give you for your birthday last week, okay? Okay, you put it on your head, and you don't say nothing the whole time. Can you do this? This is your best chance, okay? Can you do this?
Some asshole has scratched my paint job. One moment. I must replenish my pew-pew.
Alright, so that has been the 5th edition of the Dreamscape for Blue Planet War in Heaven for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We are going to warp out and do our mission prep, but that will be a video up in within the hour. So, training for next mission. Come to me, Mr. Laporte. Skip training. Well, okay. So this is Paladin Gaming signing off. See you for the training. See you for the training in a little bit.